What is something your child said that you'll never forget? Last winter, my 6-year-old son Tommy got pneumonia. It hit him hard and fast. One day he was building snowmen in the yard. The next he was burning with fever and struggling to breathe. The doctors admitted him immediately, hooked him up to monitors, and started him on antibiotics. I'll never forget how small he looked in that hospital bed, tubes snaking around him, his usually rosy cheeks pale against the white sheets. My husband and I took shifts, so someone was always with him. On my third night sleeping in the uncomfortable chair beside his bed, Tommy woke up around 2 a.m. His fever had finally broken, but he was still weak. He looked at me with those big eyes and whispered, "Mom, am I going to heaven?" My heart stopped. I told him no, of course not. He was getting better. The medicine was working, but he shook his head like I didn't understand. "I think I already went there," he said. "Last night when you were sleeping." I asked him what he meant, and he described floating above his bed, watching me doze in the chair while doctors rushed around him. He described exactly what the night nurse looked like. A woman with a butterfly tattoo on her wrist who had only started her shift after he'd fallen asleep. There was a really bright hallway, he continued, and Grandpa Frank was there. My breath caught. My father had died 3 years before Tommy was born. We had pictures around the house, but we rarely talked about him, and I'd never told Tommy how Dad died, from pneumonia, the same thing Tommy was fighting. "Grandpa told me it wasn't time yet," Tommy said simply. "He said he's watching me all the time, but I need to stay here with you and Daddy because you'd be too sad if I went with him. He said I'm named after him. Frank is my dad's middle name. We'd given it to Tommy as his middle name too, but I'd never explicitly told him he was named after his grandfather." Tommy recovered fully and came home a week later. The day we left, the night nurse with the butterfly tattoo helped with his discharge papers. When I mentioned what Tommy had seen, she got quiet and showed me her wrist. The tattoo was normally covered by her watch during shifts. "I've worked here 15 years, she said. "You'd be surprised how many kids see things when they're that sick. I don't question it anymore." Tommy is 9 now and doesn't remember much from his hospital stay, but sometimes he'll stop in the middle of playing and look at something I can't see, then smile and go back to his games. When I ask what he's looking at, he just shrugs and says, "Nothing, Mom, just saying hi to Grandpa."